Okay, so I did this painting, and it has a lot of specific symbols in there that are relating to Masonic stuff. Okay, so you got your Ark of the Covenant. That's supposed to be the wings together, crown, female, male, X and Y, negative, positive, infinity, 8, 8, 8, gavel, anchor. Around the Ark of the Covenant, there was a link of individuals around the whole entire thing. I actually drew it down, make it a little bit easier for people to see. Make it a little nicer. Wherever I put it. Here. Okay. Anyways, so the name of it, Two Bloods, One Source. Now, originally, before I did more research, I was just thinking, you know, like the whole idea of the wars of red and blue, right? So I'm thinking, you know, they both come from the same source, right? But then I had a bit of a moment where I was in the kitchen doing dishes, and I was like, I had a bit of a download from a very intelligent person, and they were like, well, what about the white? And I'm like, what? Yeah. And then all I could see was the white bandana, and I'm like, shit. I didn't even think of that. What about the white? Good point. Very, very solid freaking point. So I can understand where the number 3 came from. That's significant. The whole idea of white and the red and the blue. But then I'm like, well, I'm looking for peace here. I'm thinking peace. So if you can bring peace between the red and the blue, and I will explain the cells in a minute as simply as possible. I'm not trying to get too much into it. I didn't do well in biology anyways, so I'm not here to teach that. 3 to 2 equals purple and white. 2 bloods, 1 source, to prove my frickin' point. Then I was thinking about my hand, the M, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, no need for wars. Okay, so I was doing more research. So I'm like, well, you're gonna do all this stuff. If you're gonna walk the walk, you better be able to talk the talk, I guess. I'm not gonna try to say any of the names. Okay, so you've got your white blood cells. There's different kinds. And your T and B cells, your lymphocytes, are very important. In the picture, it showed blue and yellow. I don't know if that's significant or if they're actually just depicted as that in what I was researching. And then, you know how when you see in dictionaries and stuff, how they get it separated into pronouncing it, right? Just the word itself, white blood cell. And this is the way they had put it there, but I thought that was significant. Anyways, granulates, your blood stem cells. Okay, they branch off into 2. And I just put in brackets red and blue, okay? And you get your red blood cells, your platelets, and your myeloblasts, and your granulocytes, which are the white blood cells. Anyways, and then you have these ones over here. I thought was really interesting because the way they're depicted is a lot darker, almost like blue, right? So that's why I put red and blue there. I'm not sure that's correct or not, but anyways, white blood cells carry out defense activities by ingestion of foreign materials and cellular debris by destroying infections, agents, and cells of cancer or producing antibodies. The blood cell development, a blood stem, and then I put that in quotations because I thought that was interesting, almost like something that grows, you got a stem, right? Anyways, go through several steps or tests maybe to become a red blood cell, platelet, or a white blood cell. White blood cells are very important. I put wings on them. White blood cells look through the body for invaders or microbes, like anything foreign, such as bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungi, you need, right? And antibodies help the body to fight the microbes or toxins or the poison that the microbes produce. Well, like it's like a red flag almost. They do this by recognizing substances called antigens on the surface of the microbe, or the chemicals that are produced which mark the microbes or toxins. And they're kind of just, they are marked for destruction. So I thought that was really important. You could do tests for certain things like leukemia. Again, I ended up putting that on there. Bring peace to the red and the blue. I have no idea if this is making sense, but if you think about it, my whole concept is even energies as from within yourself outward, they manifest outwards. So let's say the whole idea of this whole system of your blood cells, the way they work and the way they're constructed and the way they have their jobs, specific things, and how it functions in order to keep your body alive from anything foreign, you know, how that all plays out on the inside. And I was just focusing on like the structure of the human body and how that's replicated almost from the inside outward. You think of like the uterus and everything like that, and the human body, how that's structured, and then the face and everything like that. Anyways, the complement system, I just put a small little thing there made up of proteins that complement the work done by the antibodies. Lymphatic system, it's a network of delicate tubes through the body that manage fluid level, which is something I was having an issue with for keeping hydrated. They react to bacteria, deal with cancer cells, deal with cell products, absorb some of the fats in our diet from the intestines. Lymph nodes, or the glands, trap the microbes. Lymph vessels, tubes that carry the lymph. It's like colorless fluid that bathes the body's tissues and contains infection-fighting white blood cells, and so on. White blood cells, lymphocytes. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Spleen. Blood filtering organ. The spleen is very freaking important. Blood filtering organ that removes microbes and destroys old, damaged red blood cells. Also makes disease-fighting components of the immune system, antibodies and lymphocytes. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Bone marrow. Produces red blood cells our bodies need to carry oxygen. White blood cells we use to fight infection, and platelets we need to help our body, or our blood, clot. I personally have very thick blood. Some people have very thin blood. This is important. Thymus, I don't know if I'm saying that, filters and monitors blood content, produces white blood cells called thymocytes or sites. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyways, I am not a doctor. I'm just trying to explain my artwork, as some people do not get where the information I am placing on my artwork, what these things mean. And, and by the way, that's a acacia tree. Almost like Akashic Records. But I have the whole... I didn't finish it yet. I was just trying to take it from my notes and put it in here. Anyways, I thought it was very important to put some of this information out. I have no idea why I'm being called to do this, but I'm not a doctor. If you have anything going on with you, take it to somebody that's trained, okay?